Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As usual, I am your host, sellssi, and as you saw there at the start of today's video, the Ghana Black Stars players departing for Meknes, where the game versus Central African Republic will be played. They trained for 2 days in Casablanca, and now they are departing for Meknes, where it will be played. The game itself was shifted from Al Jadida to Meknes, the new venue here. We'll look at the players' departure and everything in between in terms of team news. The latest is that the Ghana Black Stars former captain, Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan, highest goal scorer with the Ghana Black Stars, is in camp along with Stephen Appiah. They have been interacting and engaging with the fans, and they've spoken. Baby Jet in particular, he's spoken about the fact that club form is not, or club football is not the same as national team football, and why the players are struggling sometimes when they come into the national team despite doing well for their club side. I think it's something that we've spoken about before, but it's good to hear it from someone who has played the game before and is experienced in that respect. He also spoke about the fact that the destiny of the boys are in their hands. There will always be pressure, and he feels that they can do the job. They are ready for the task ahead. We saw him interacting with some of the players, including Brendan Thomas Asante at the start there. Had a hearty hug with Abdul Fattah Wisahaku also there. We'll look at everything in between as usual. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it. And first of all, let me tell you to purchase our merchandise. Links are in the description. Sahara Football merchandise. It goes a long way to help the channel bring you more content like this. We jump right into it, and Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan has been speaking. Today, after the boys departed for Meknes, by the time this video is uploaded, I'm sure they would have arrived. He spoke about why club form and national team form do not tally. We've had this conversation before, especially in this recent weekend. Antoine Semenyo scored a brace. Kudus Mohammed scored and assisted. We saw Brendan Thomas Asante also score a brace. Abdul Fattah Wisahaku also found the back of the net. We saw our boys shining, but most of the time when they come to the national team, it's not the same story. Let's first have a listen to what Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan said, and let's see my thoughts as well.
When you talk about the club side, we have the same players training week in, week out. They know their characteristics and stuff. But when it comes to the national team, although they see themselves sometimes, but sometimes they are more bit of changes. It's not like a team that haven't seen themselves for a long time. So club side and then the national team is a very, very different thing altogether, because club side you have players training every week, every day, every week, so their potential. When they have the ball, what to do and what to do. That is the most difficult part, playing the national team. The national team, we have all the best players from every players coming to the national team, so everybody is ready. Now when you come to the club side, we have players who play in the national team, some doesn't play. They are different kind of players altogether. But your question is a bit dicey when it comes to that. Sometimes I don't understand why sometimes it happens like that. But I'm sure when they keep playing each other every time, they'll just have their confidence back, and then they can play together.
You heard him there. It's not the same. Club form and also national team form do not tally. And he also mentioned the fact that training time, they have only just 2 serious sessions. In club football, we play with each other every single day in training. We play week in, week out. It will be much more understandable that club form will lead to better team cohesion and understanding and better performance from players than national team form, where they meet once or twice in 3 months through 2 sessions before they play a major game. That's quite a decider. So it's going to be longer period of time before players who play national team football and don't play football at all together to gel. It would have been different if most of these players play together at the club level, then come into the national team. In that way, you would say that yes, they understand each other or they play together at some point consistently. And this is why in the past I've said that, and I've said it here before. This is why we like to grow players from the youth side. And that is what helped us during Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan and Stephen Appiah, Suleiman Tari, Michael Essien, and all that. They knew each other from the youth or juvenile level. They knew their style of play of their teammates. They knew all that. So the understanding, it was like second nature to them. It was clear that they knew each other well, and that is why they did well together when they were playing. Despite the fact that they did not play together at the club level, they knew each other from the youth ranks. That is why we always say we need to build our team from the youth ranks and grow them up as they come. Then maybe there'll be some lapses in there where some players will come in and it will fit and all that. But majority of the core of the team has to be built on players who know each other from the youth level or play together from the youth level. Let's say under 17, under 15, if possible, then under 17 and under 20. But here in Ghana, when tournaments don't go away, especially at the under 17 or under 15 or under 20 level, we throw the baby out with the bathwater and look to start with a fresh set of teams or players that have not played together. We keep on doing that until they get to the national team. Then we say that this player who is of Ghanaian descent has been trained with Belgium, has been trained with France, has been trained with Spain, has been trained with Portugal, has been trained elsewhere aside Ghana to come in. And we expect them to perform magic. Until we solve that issue, we will keep on having these lapses in performances where they play well at club level and come into the national team, and then we want them to do well magically. It's like putting nice things together and expecting them to go as you plan without having an input in it in terms of the production, in terms of how you want it. It's clear we need to structure that part well. Baby Jet also talk about the players' confidence heading into this game, and also the fact that it is in our hands and the pressure of playing for Ghana. Let's have a listen to Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan in that respect.
Talking about pressure, sometimes we have games that we have good pressure. It makes you stand on your toes, especially a game like this. Anybody who says there isn't any pressure before a game is a lie. There is a pressure, but as soon as the whistle blows, you can just go and do whatever you want. So going under this game, I feel there is a bit of pressure. We because it looks like the finishing touches. Building a house and then you have to finish with the finishing touches, and that is what people are expecting back home, and that is what they know. They know that tax is ahead of them. So I'm sure they've been there before. In 2022, some of the players have been there. I know they've been speaking to themselves and preparing for this game. So as for the pressure, it will be always there. But I'm sure they've played some of them played in the top leagues and they know how to handle that pressure.
The pressure will always be there. But he's confident that these boys can get us over the line. We need 4 points. Realistically, we could qualify with a win, and if Comoros and Madagascar draw or mess themselves up in a way, we will be through to the World Cup. It won't matter. We need to focus on ourselves, and it is still in our hands. That's one very important thing. Our destiny is in our hands. We need to win and forget about the rest. Central African Republic, we've beaten them before. It was a 4-3 win for Ghana versus Central African Republic. Fortunately for us, we have not lost a game at home. We have been quite successful in these qualifiers. That is the World Cup qualifiers. Coach Otuado has been more than perfect, and many people criticizing him seem to forget that. I think that it's quite difficult to stitch club form and national team form together, and it's quite difficult to be getting such results. But we've gotten it, and we are on our way to the World Cup. It's amazing. It's interesting. but it's still in our hands. And that is what Asamoah Gyan looked to reiterate. He will be with the team in Meknes for that very important game in Central African Republic. Kickoff time is 4 p.m. GMT. And note that all the games in the group are kicking off at the same time. To prevent anything, we know how important the results are. So, at the same time, for both games, is one of the best decisions I think that has been taken in this group. And the boys are ready. They look confident. They look happy. The camp atmosphere is nice. Abdul Fattah Wishako and Ali Duseidu sharing that hearty, cheerful moment in that interview video that we saw yesterday from the AFA. It was great to watch. Excited for them and looking forward to this clash. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box, your predictions for this game, and if you think Ghana can get all the 3 points and secure qualification even before the big party happens on Sunday versus Comoros. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.